Sunday marks the 5th annual Detroit Diaspora Day Party, highlighting the diversity of Detroit's artistic and cultural communities. It's a chance for those to come together, dance, and continue to invest in Detroit's English Village neighborhood. And tell us more about this event as one of the event organizers and founder of Urban Organic, Drake Pfeiffer. Thank you so much for being here tonight.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you for having me. You know, we're really excited. This is our 5th year having this event. I've been doing events in the city for the last 20 plus years under the Urban Organic moniker, but this is one of our events that we have that's dedicated to DJ culture. And so we bring in a variety of DJs that really resonate with the hometown crowd. And in fact, you know, one of the cool things about this year is that we are inviting some guys back to DJ who are Detroit natives, and we entitled this year the Homecoming, the Detroit Diaspora the Homecoming Edition, because so many of the folks that are playing are originally from here. They're Detroit expats that are coming back to perform. And we don't just call it the homecoming for the DJs, we call it that for everyone who's actually going to be here, because lots of folks come and visit their folks during the Memorial Day weekend. And, you know, Detroit folks pollinate the entire globe. And so it's a homecoming of sorts, not only for those who are going to be playing, but for those who are in attendance as well.
It's going to be a beautiful weekend.
Man.
Past the pandemic.
Yeah.
What do you think the turnout's going to be for this event?
You know what? Last year we had nearly 1,000 show up. I'm hoping this year we can match that and or better it. And
let's say double. Why don't we
double it? Let's double it. Let's double that. Let's double that. Let's. You know what? We have incubated it, and I feel like this year we've been calling it a party for the last 5 years. If we don't at least match what we have, we're going to call it a party next year. But if we double it, we're going to call it a festival. How about that?
I love it. And so for anyone that's yet to go to this, okay?
Yes.
Sell it to me. Tell me why I should go. If I'm in town this weekend, not going up north to a lake, and I want to hang out. Tell me about the party.
This is a meticulously curated cast of DJs who provide you with a full-on dose of the culture. I mean, we got guys that are going to be playing amapiano music, Afrobeat, soulful house, techno, you name it. These DJs are going to put you in a place that is going to, even if you have not left town since before the pandemic, you're going to feel like you've been taken away. We have the pre-party element of it is completely awesome, I believe, because we are not only are we partying, but we are setting the bed for the party with some other cultural elements. Like in the morning from 10 until 11:30, we have a Buy Back the Block panel discussion that's going to talk about equitable and collaborative home purchasing and revitalization of the city. And then from noon until 2, we have an awards ceremony that's going to honor some Detroit creatives that, some who are still based here in Detroit, but some who have actually moved across the globe and around the world. And so I'm excited to have these folks here, some of them who have never gotten their flowers, and some of them who get flowers all the time, to be here in this room, cross-genre, to be able to meet one another. You know, it's my belief that Detroit while it is on its way, it's really well on its way, it's not really going to be hitting all the cylinders until the arts are heavily and thoroughly infused into the everyday operations.
Yeah, and you talk about the arts. Tell us about the pop-up gallery.
The pop-up gallery is awesome. We have over 20 local Detroit artists, visual artists, who are going to be on display there. Phil Freshman Simpson, my mother, Priscilla Pfeiffer, Darnell Kendricks, Nicolina Stubbs. I mean, we have a whole list of artists who are going to be there that I think people are going to enjoy. And I mentioned the visual artists, but let me go back and mention some of the DJs. You know, we have the world famous Ron Trent, who is a Chicago native but got his start here in Detroit as a DJ 30 years ago. So, you know, this is really, to me, this is like a culmination of sorts for him, and a full circle moment to bring him back to Detroit, where he got his start, to be able to showcase him as a headliner at this festival or at this party, because I think a lot of people are looking forward to that. We have Dave Spivey, who is now Miami-based, who's going to be playing. Dave is a popular guy from Detroit. Folks are going to be showing up for Dave Spivey. We have Chicago's Dwayne Powell. We have Sabrina Nelson. We have a whole battery. Let's call it a battery. We have a whole panel of wonderful artists and a whole array of artists who are going to really put it down and make this the event of the weekend.
And how do we get to the event? Is it free? Do we need tickets?
You do need tickets.
How do we get them?
You can get them at urban-organic.net, and you can also get them on Eventbrite. Again, it's urban-organic.net. You can go in there. You can get tickets there. There's still tickets available for the brunch, which, again, begins at noon.
Oh, I love a good brunch.
And we'll be celebrating the venerable Shirley Woodson, also Maurice Malone, fashion designer Maurice Malone, filmmakers Jennifer Washington and Christian Hill, and retired gallerist Dale Pryor, all at this brunch. So, Jeff, I mean, if you're in town, you're welcome to come. I would love for you to be there.
Let's check it out. Sunday, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., the Detroit Diaspora Day Party. Well, Drake Pfeiffer, thank you so much for coming in, and best of luck this weekend, Memorial Day weekend. It'll be a beautiful turnout, and we're going to get that 2,000 out there.
Boom. Hey, you said it first.
Great seeing you. Thank you so much for coming by.
Thank
After the break, we'll have another look at Ahmed's forecast, plus the latest headlines across the country.